G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. And finally, today's the day that I get to show off my new sim room. Okay, so I'm going to go through all of the components that were sent to me from Sam from Bayside Golf. I'm super excited because what he actually sent me is his Albatross package, which is his high-end package. So we're talking 4K gaming PC. We're talking an overhead Pro T VX launch monitor, which I have put on Instagram and I've put on Facebook. So you do know that it's the Pro T. And also the enclosure. I do want to talk about this beautiful enclosure behind me because that was also sent to me from Sam. Let's jump into his website and let's just go through exactly what the Albatross package is and the other packages, the other options that Bayside do offer, because although this is a high-end package, this is the Albatross package, they do offer some different packages as well based on your budget, which is really cool. I really like how the website is set out because depending on your budget, you don't have to go and look at everything yourself. You can just go to what suits your budget. So let's jump in and we'll look at the actual packages that Bayside Golf offer. And yes, I will have a chance to review all of these packages and hopefully make videos for all of them, so stay tuned for that. So jumping onto the Bayside website, you can see that it's really well laid out. You've got a few different options at the top. You've got build your custom sim, shop packages, shop products, shop by brand, or also contact Bayside directly. So what I love about this website is you can actually go in and you can shop by packages. You've got single-handed packages and you also have left and right-hand packages. So if you're going to have left and right-handed golfers in your sim, Bayside has thought about that and they do have the option that will just show you launch monitors that are going to cater to that. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to jump into the single-handed packages and then we'll go through the left and right-handed package. In the single-handed packages, as you can see, you've got things like the Foresight GC3, you've got things like the SkyTrack Plus, you do have the Pro T in there, you've got the Garmin, the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro, so you do have all those options in there that some of them can do both, but this is going to offer also the single-handed launch monitors. Now I know, yes, you can use a GC3 for left and right-handed golfers, but when you have a left and right-handed golfer playing together, you're going to have to keep moving the unit, and to get it aligned every single time, it's just going to be a pain. So that's where going to something like an overhead is going to be a lot better of an option, or a radar-based unit behind. So let's jump in and look at the left and right-handed packages now, and I'm going to go through exactly what you get with this setup. So with this setup, this is actually the Albatross package. So let's jump in and we'll have a look. Before we do that though, have a look at these different package options, because although I've been sent the high-end package, if your budget is a lot less, if you only have about $8,000, $10,000 to spend, you can now go and look at the options. You're not going to be confused looking at individual components. You can jump in straight to those packages. However, let's have a look through the Albatross package. What you can see now is you're going to get all of the different options that's going to suit what you need. So depending on how big your room is, you can go through, you can look at the different enclosure sizes. This enclosure in my room is the medium wide enclosure. So it's 3.5 meters in width, 1.5 meters in depth, and then 2.6 meters high. My ceilings in here are 2.7 meters. I do, however, have cutouts for where I swing because I was hitting the roof with driver both behind me and in the follow through. So I'm 6 foot tall, and I can get away with swinging driver. I didn't really hit the ceiling all the time, but there was the odd occasion that I was hitting it, especially when I was trying to add speed, and so that's why I just cut sections out. As you can see though, that is the medium wide enclosure. For the projector, I run the LK936ST, the BenQ. That projector is absolutely incredible. And for the hitting strip, I actually have my custom made hitting strip in here, so that hasn't changed. However, you do have different options from strips to mats to the actual zone as well. So you do have different options there. Now, depending on what projector you're gonna run, that's where the price is gonna go up. If you wanna run the LK936ST, it's gonna be a bit more expensive. If you're gonna run the 700 STI, you're gonna save a bit of money. You're still gonna have an amazing picture quality. And then below that, you can finish off your sim. So as you can see, you've got putting turf options, you've got projector mounts, you've got HDMI cables, and all of that down below. What I like about this is it's a one-stop shop. You're gonna get everything you need, and you're gonna get an amazing looking enclosure that doesn't have any sags, doesn't have any wrinkles. It's gonna look nice and neat, nice and clean. And in my opinion, you are getting the best quality enclosure you can in Australia. There are different enclosures, other enclosures from other companies. Have a look at the reviews on Sam's website. They are real reviews. Have a look at reviews on other enclosures and just compare yourself and just look for yourself. Look at some of the pictures of other enclosures versus the Bayside enclosure and just make your own decision. But for me, this enclosure is by far superior to anything out there in Australia. So included in this package, you get the enclosure, the Pro TVX overhead launch monitor. I cannot wait to show this off. I will be doing a full separate in-depth review of that launch monitor. You get a US made hitting mat. So Sam uses the Easy T Camo, which is an insanely durable turf that I have done a review on the channel. Unfortunately for me, I do get a bit of elbow pain, so I've opted to use my hitting impact strip that is kind of like a divot action mat. You're gonna get your projector, your 4K projector, and then you're also gonna get the 4K PC, and that's exactly what I am running from Bayside. So I have the 4K PC, I've got the 936 ST projector, I have the Pro TVX, and I have the beautiful enclosure. If you are someone who doesn't have 26,000, doesn't have 20,000 to spend on a sim, and let me say this, for $20,000, the quality you are getting, I mean, it is commercial grade, it's better than commercial grade quality. This is going to be far superior to X-Golf. It's going to be far superior to any of the indoor facilities you go. You are going to have this at home in your garage. I mean, I'm in my garage right now. Let's go through one of the cheaper packages. So say you've got $8,000 as a budget, or $7,500, I should say. We'll jump in and have a look at what you can get. So again, you're going to get the exact same enclosure. So you can get the medium wide enclosure, you can get the large enclosure, which is 4 meters wide, 2 meters deep, and 3 meters high. You're going to get an option between a Rapsodo MLM2 Pro or a Garmin R10. And then you also have the option of your hitting mat, whether it's going to be the strip, the mat, or the zone. And then finally, you're going to be able to finish your sim off with any of those things down below. And so for $8,000, you are going to get an insane enclosure. You're going to get an incredible launch monitor. For me personally, if you're going to get this, go the MLM2 Pro. For me, the accuracy, the spin axis is going to be far superior to the Garmin. You're going to get a golf PC. So you are going to get a golf sim PC with this build. It's just not going to be a 4K quality because you don't need that. If you're going to get this, you're going to be running 1080p, which is going to be really good. It's not going to be 4K, but it's going to be extremely good. You're going to get your projector and you're also going to get your US made hitting mat. Okay, now let's take a look through my sim and let's hit a few shots. Yeah, and this is a view that I don't think I've ever shown off on the channel. This is the workstation. So down below, I do have that beautiful 4K PC. The actual PC has a 4070 Ti graphics card. It's got a heap of RAM in there. It is a beefy computer. Definitely check out the specs on Sam's website, on Bayside's website. That computer is going to easily run both the Pro TVX software and the GS Pro software, and I'm going to be able to screen record everything. It's not going to have any issues with frame rates. It is an absolutely incredible PC. And for the price, check out the price because the price is actually very, very reasonable. Let's go up to this screen. So these are the workstations. On the left, I have my main display. That is a 4K display. And what you can see is you can see these black bars. Now, the reason for that is because if I spin around and show you the actual projector screen there, I actually had to adjust the projector inwards because this is not a 16:9 ratio. So I had to adjust the sides in just to make it fit and make it look nice. What I will do in the future is I will actually adjust the projector. I'm going to move the projector slightly back and more in the middle, and so then I will be able to adjust that aspect ratio a little bit. That is the main workstation. I've got the 4K monitor on the left, and then on the right I have the Pro T software running on that screen. This is actually a 1080p monitor. The reason for that is because I didn't really need to have two 4K displays. So for the right-hand side, I just got a 1080p monitor. So that is the workstation. That is the computer that's running everything. If we spin around, as you can see, I have the new enclosure looking absolutely amazing. And if we pan up, I do have the Pro T VX overhead launch monitor ready to capture all of my shots. And how good does that look? And honestly, this camera will not be doing it justice. The quality of this bay, I really need to, I'll put up some pictures to really show it off, but you can see the whole bay, the side panels, they're nice. They do have a little bit of give in them, just so if a ball does go into them, it will not ricochet and bounce off really hard. So there is a little bit of play in the sides, but everything's nice and straight. There's no wrinkles. You can see the screen there just hanging. I mean, that thing's hanging perfectly flat. I'll move back so you guys can see this. It is sitting nice and flat. I'll try put some pictures up to really show that off. On the sides of the bay, on the corners, you do have in here foam. So this all connects up. It stays nice and secure, but over the poles at the top and the sides, you do have some foam in there. So you're not going to be hitting the pole and ricocheting it backwards. And that goes all the way around the top as well. So flop shots are not going to be an issue. Along the bottom of the screen, instead of doing what I did last time and having you know, the foam along the bottom, what I've done and what Bayside suggests is to actually build a ramp. So I actually have built a ramp under this, as you can see, and so the actual turf just sits perfectly up with that screen. And so the screen is just going to basically go straight into this turf along the bottom and make it look like it's just the golf course. And I'll stand back so you guys can see that. As you can see, I do have a little ramp leading up to the screen. And not only does that help with balls that hit the screen, they are going to roll back, but also now it just looks like we've got grass and turf all the way up to the actual grass on the tee, which looks incredible. Okay, I think the last thing to do is actually hit a shot. Now, I have not warmed up. This will be my first shot of the day, but let's just hit a shot. Let's just do a quick preview of the Pro T VX because, like I said, this thing, I mean, I'm honestly, I'm in love. I am in love. There is no hiding from the bad shots with this. It will tell you exactly where you've hit it on the face. Okay, instant reaction. As soon as I hit that ball, it was in the world. Sit down. Not a bad shot for the first shot of the day, but let me show you this. You can see exactly where you hit that ball. I mean, just look at this. It is incredible. So I hit it slightly toe side. And if we go up, you can see the exact impact location. You can see your launch angle, dynamic loft, backspin numbers, attack angle. We'll pan across. You can see your impact from the top view, club face angle. There is just so much data there. It's just incredible. I can actually add some data tiles down below, which I will do. You can look at the actual spin axis of the golf ball. Now, what you'll notice there is I am actually using a TaylorMade Pix ball. And the reason for that is because I have actually recently changed to the TP5X ball. And with the Pro T, because I'm technically running this outside of limits, this actual overhead launch monitor is not meant to be used in with a ceiling this low, but because I am doing it like that, they do recommend using balls like the TaylorMade Pix or, you know, a ball with a bit of marking on there just so the unit can actually read the spin better. I will say I've tested with the normal Pro V1s. I haven't had any issues, but I am running the Pix balls just because, like I said, I've recently changed to the TP5X ball. So for me, it's not that big of a deal. I will be doing a full comparison with this launch monitor. Stay tuned. I'll be doing a full comparison with Pro Vs, with TaylorMade Pix balls, everything. I will be doing a lot of testing. You can see the actual range. So that's the next tab along. We've got a range view. I mean, the shot shape looks exactly the same in this range as it did GS Pro. We can look at the video in a bigger view. You can actually pause this video. You can see the turf moving exactly where I impacted the ball. So I'll play this through. You can see ball first and then the turf start. Maybe I did hit that slightly behind. It's just incredible what this captures. Now, I do have stickers on my clubs. You can see those stickers there. They are for the Unicore R Mini. What's amazing about this launch monitor is that you don't actually need stickers on your clubs. So it's completely sticker free and it can still give you all of the data any other normal overhead can as well. So that's, to me, that's just insane. So I will be doing a full in-depth review of the Pro T VX. I'm going to be testing everything, like I said, normal golf balls, Pro V1s, TP5s, TP5 Pix balls, the works. I'll be doing all of that in the future. The other thing that I love about this Pro T, no subscriptions. 0 subscriptions, 0 stickers. So when you buy this, you buy it outright and that's it. You don't have to pay subscription fees. All right, guys, that is the new setup. Get excited. You will be seeing a lot more of this. I will be showing a lot more of this in depth, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, let me know. Any comments or questions, leave them down below and I will catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.